you're just being lazy. You can't be fighting to please everyone, but you haven't pleased yourself. Amekwambia amekukasirikia? Amekwambia amekukasirikia, or you're just overthinking? Twin, where have you been? Kissing and hope it cut us, whether they like it or not. I wanna show you up, I wanna show you up. I wanna brag about it, I wanna tie the knot. I wanna show you up, I wanna show you up. Hi guys, my name is Angie, but you can call me Sunshine Galileo. I create videos of makeup, hair, and everything in between. And today, it's a makeup video. So join me in this video as I create this beautiful, simple Valentine's Day look as we talk about my ins and outs of 2024. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section if you did. Don't forget to leave me your ins and your outs and what you're looking for this year. Yeah, let's get into the video now. Let's get into this soft, simple Valentine's Day look for people who don't have lashes or to do too much, right? And I'm gonna be talking about my ins and outs. I'm sure you guys have seen this trend already, where you state what you want to have in 2024 and what you want to have out of 2024, things you don't want in your life anymore. Let me take out my retainers. Okay, retainers are off so that I can speak better, right? I'm starting off with my Got to Be glue for my eyebrows, just to hold them in place. This has really been a game changer since I added it into my routine. So my first in is yoga every morning if I can. Doesn't have to be a long flow, but I would really want to do yoga every morning. I have spoken about how much yoga literally saved me. Like I never learned when I was growing up like how to soothe myself, calm down. And the yoga has taught me how to do that, how to take time out of like my day to just be calm, be quiet, not to beat myself up, not to move with so much urgency. It's really helped me to calm down, especially because at the time my mind was running. It used to run at any given moment. I'm thinking about 10 million things. At some point last year when I started working out, it used to feel like it's like I'm working out twice. So I ended up cutting out yoga so that I could go to the gym in the morning, and then I never used to do yoga in the evening at all. And during that time it started to feel again like my mind is starting to race, and I don't like that feeling. I like having a moment in the day, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, where I'm just flowing. I'm just not thinking about anything too stressful. I'm just in the moment. I'm breathing. I'm slowing down. Especially that, slowing down. Because sometimes in life, like, you're always on the run. You're trying to figure out, how do I do this? How do I do this? Next move, next steps. No, I want this, I want that. How do I work towards this? How do I breathe in? Breathe out. I do yoga with Bad and Ariana Elizabeth, right? The way they speak has really helped how I speak to myself. Like when I start feeling anxious, nowadays I am able to manage my anxiety so much better than I used to do kitambo. Up to the point where Juicy, I was asking myself, am I really anxious? Like, am I really like an anxious person? Because I've not been feeling anxiety in the same way. Because nowadays when it strikes, I'm able to be like, okay, what do you think has caused this? Like, okay, let's breathe in first. Breathe in again. Okay, calm down. Let's think through what's going on. What has triggered you? Imagine. Kitambo, I would be hyperventilating. Oh my God. So, more yoga, more mindfulness, right? Let me tell you, being a yapper is... I love that I have my YouTube channel. I can yap, like... I can yap in peace. Life of a yapper. Mimi naeza ongea, okay? Especially about things that I'm passionate about. I can just talk and talk. I want to journal. It's like journaling is basically pouring everything that is on your mind onto paper, which helps you like arrange your thoughts, figure out like what really is bothering you, what you're going through, how you're feeling. It just helps you like align. Because when let's say you're having an issue and it's just ruminating in your mind, it's very hard to think through things. Okay, for me, if I don't put them down first and then like piece them together. So yeah, more walks, more yoga, more journaling. Just really be in it, like on it kabisa with my wellness routine, staki kucheza about that, because when I don't do them, I end up going like a month sijafanya yoga, sija journal. Maybe I'll go for a walk, but without those two, I feel like things have started to pile on again. Next on my ins is self-care. This year, I feel like my self-care, I want it to be different this year. I want to smell good, look good, feel good. Like I want to take my hygiene to the next level, like add more things that would make me feel good, help my skin. Like the one thing actually I can point out right now is buying sunscreen for my body. When I went to the wedding, I was wearing my dress, nilichomwa najua hii part yote imekuwa discolored. Yeah, like so you can see the difference between here and here. Even if my nails are not done, I want them to be well shaped, clean. I want to take that extra 5 minutes, 2 minutes to ensure my toes are done, my nails are done, my ears are clean, my piercings are clean. Like I really want to feel like I'm taking care of myself in that way. And even with smelling good, I just want to ensure that it's not that now I have to buy street Louis Vuitton, Gucci. Hizo zitafika, trust me. But for now, like what can I do with what I have? I don't have to sit and wait until I can save up to buy Chanel No. 5. But with what I have right now, what can I buy? Can I buy like white tea and like other perfumes, smaller perfumes, more splashes, not to overconsume, but to have like a collection that ensures that at any given point, I'm just smelling nice. I'm smelling nice. Like right now, I'm smelling so nice, guys. Especially with the rise of like the Arabian perfumes, I feel like that's a very affordable way to create like kufanya hii part inakuwa nini, unanyamaza kwanza ufanye. But the Arabian perfumes are an affordable way to start a collection, right? Like at any given point, I feel like having like 3 perfumes is good, like an everyday one to go out, and one fresh one when it's hot, right? I feel like that's a good place for me to start, and like 2 body washes, so that during the day, if I don't want to wear perfume, I can wear a body wash, or if I want to sleep or just chill, I can wear that as well. So I feel like that is a nice collection to have without over consuming, because as I told you guys, I really want to be aware about overconsumption in terms of like product, content, books, everything, right? But yeah, like hii mwaka nataka hata ukiniona unaona Udem, she really takes care of herself. And a part of it feels like I was telling my boyfriend, like, I don't know, Naskenika, I've started, like, I was still a girl. I'm still a girl, but like I'm a grown girl. Even if I'm gonna spend the day in my PJs, I ensure like I've brushed my teeth and I've done my skincare and I've put on like body splash, and then I just chill. Ataka ni Sunday if all I'm doing is just chilling, right? That's what I want. And if it's a nice nini, I put in effort, right? Because I realize like I'm very lazy with that nini. Sometimes I'm like, I really want to put in some effort this year into myself. Ili nione, who's this grown Angie? Next thing, this year, I want to be more selfish. I had mentioned this in the first vlog of the year, right? I feel like it's so easy for me to give out my energy. Like, I was giving my friend this example. We were talking about this particular point where, let's say, we are talking and then you casually mention, just casually, like hata bado hauja jaribu kumaterialize kitu, right? Just casually you mention, I want to buy like a a specific type of sunglasses, but uja materialize, ujaniambia ati timelines, ujaniambia nikusaidie na kitu. But Angie ni nani? Angela ni nani? I'll go do research about it, send it to you. Maybe even for you it wasn't like haikuwa ime materialize yet, that this thing you want it yet. But here I am, I've taken so much time, and then because you haven't actually decided yet on like this plan, mimi nimetumia energy yangu kutafuta hizi vitu zote, and you've not even decided to move forward with the plan. Like it was just a thought, a passing thought in your head. But Angela ni nani? Angela ni nani? So in that way, I want to first ask you, do you need help? Do you need help with research? Do you need me to do anything for you, like in that sense? Like nitafute place unaweza fanya hivyo, instead of kujituma na hakuna mtu amenituma. That's one way I realized I use my energy a lot and I drain myself, right? Another way is kubeba mashida si zangu, especially when mtu ajaniambia ako na shida na mimi. Here I am thinking, oh, why hasn't Nani talked to me in a while? Is she mad? Is she... Amekwambia amekukasirikia? Amekwambia amekukasirikia, or you're just overthinking? Kwa sima kwambia Angie, I'm mad at you for this. Apana! Literally. So you're here wasting energy on such thoughts when you could be using that mental capacity to do other things, to think of business ideas na venye utasongesha biashara yako na maisha yako. So in those ways I want to be selfish. I also want to prioritize myself more, not compromise. I feel like I compromise so much when I don't even need to compromise. Like, Angie, just choose your damn self a little bit more often. Love yourself more often. I really want to spend time with myself this year. Unajua, like, actually there's this video I'm gonna do all about spending time and how I plan on doing that, right? So look out for that. But I just want to just find out mimi ni nani, like who am I in this new age? Who am I in this womanhood of mine? Like, what do I like to do? How do I take care of myself? So that even when I'm doing so well, I can show up for other people better. Actually, that's the next point. More time, intentional time with myself. And this will include like solo dates, you know, like intentionally spending time with myself, having me days outside of everyone, outside of my partner, outside of my friends, outside of my family. Like me mwenyewe ka Angie, just spend time by myself. I'm gonna be doing more things alone and keep reminding myself that sometimes utangoja hadi lini muende hiyo branch, utangoja hadi lini dates zingiane so that you can go outside. I think it's good to just try and like try to create plans with people, but it's also good to know that sometimes you gotta have to do some things alone. I'm gonna go in with some eyeshadow since it's a Valentine's look, but it's not like a serious Valentine's look. I want it to be beginner friendly, something that you at home can do. But yeah, I'm gonna go in with this shade and this shade and a bit of this shade, right? So it's gonna be a little pink. It's gonna be a pinky look, but not like pink like Barbie. Pink like deep pinks and burgundy. That's the look I'm going for, right? I'm gonna start with Shake, this shade here. It's the shade I use for blush. Come. I'm gonna create like a C at the edge. Remember, I want it to be simple, so I won't use too much. Right there. No. You see you. Nobody gonna love you like I do. As I do this, the next in on my list is standing up for myself. Again and again and again and again and again, without feeling like I'm being shut out, right? I talked about this with my hair experience, right? Because I went, I stood up for myself, and then that lady shut me down, continued doing her thing. I tried again, she shut me down, and then I just retracted, right? I'm not gonna do that anymore. If anyone between us is going to be uncomfortable, it's gonna be you, not me. Because right now my brain after size may relax, but at some point like the first few days ilikuwa uchungu. But you see, if I had only been like, yo, so I need to find that courage over and 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 over again. I'm not gonna give up until I get this right. Because standing up for myself, I've not done it for like 25 years. Nimeanza juzi. I'm not going back to where I was, to be honest. Like, mtanisikiza, you will listen to me. But yeah, I'm honestly sick and tired of like coming home disappointed or like thinking back in a situation where ningejitetea ama like if I'm not gonna stand up for me, who's going to stand up for me? Please don't forget to tell me what some of your ins and your outs are in the comment section. Please comment, please like this video. It really helps me out. Just liking. Remember, I have hooded eyes, so in as much as I don't want to be dramatic, I have to go above this fold. Otherwise, haitaonekana. I'm gonna drag it in kidogo huko hivi, but usifike mwisho. Bakisha a third yenye hujapaka anything hapa mbele, right? It's like an elongated C, like that, right? Kissing and hope it cut us, whether they like it or not. I wanna show you up, I wanna show you up, I wanna brag about it, I wanna tie the knot. I take a flat brush, and then I'm gonna go into this color here. It's like magenta, yeah, not pink, not purple, just a bit, and then nianze place upper. This is why I need more eye brushes. That one is too flat. I need something that's flat but with a bit of body, like this, right? So let's try that again. Yeah, that's better. See, no, it's working much better. I'm just packing on a bit of it, then I'll blend it in as well. Let's pack in first. Brag about it. I wanna tie the knot. I wanna show you out. I wanna show you out. I wanna show you. Yeah. I wanna show you up. Like that. And then I'm gonna pick this chill here. It's like a very light pink, like very light, right? Then nitaiweka hapa hivi, hapa kwa inner corner hapo. By a shade, it's a pretty shade, but sometimes it looks like translucent. Like that. Don't worry about the hash lines. Uta blend. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Such a pretty color, but it doesn't. It's dusty, like it's grainy, if I could say so. But nitaiweka hapa hivi mbele. Like that. Remember the first brush we used? Kuna yenye imepotelea hapa hivi. You just pick a bit, deepen that C. Tutachukua hii yenye tumetumia the kanini here to blend in up, so that you don't have any harsh lines between any of the shades you've used. But don't overblend, because if you overblend tena your makeup inakaanga matope. Like it's like you're creating a new ugly shade. Chef's kiss. And then we're just gonna add a bit of shimmer, kidogo, because we want the look to be dramatic, but not too dramatic that you would need lashes for it, right? So I'm gonna go in with this shade. It's called Fab. It's like a pink burgundy color. Yeah, glitter. Kidogo tu, usiende na mob, just a bit. Just to add a bit of pizzazz. Pick a bit with a flat brush like this. See, pick mob, and then you just place on top. You want to have a bit of shimmer, but not add it too much. Next thing that is on my ins list is squeezing the lemon one last time, and that means like in my work, I feel like sometimes I stop when I could squeeze in just a bit more work. Like I really want sacrifice for my goals. When you're working out, there's this phrase people use, it's called training to death. Like, so you're supposed to do 15 reps, yeah, and then you do like 12, but there's just like a final squeeze where you can get those 3. Like if you just and not in an overworking way, but in a way that helps you to push even when things are hard. I want to find that final squeeze in the lemon. Like I really want to put in the work for the plans I have for my future, and I feel like sometimes it's very easy to be like, oh, see, I've done what I need to do, but in your capacity, what else can you do without overworking yourself? You get what I mean? Like, is it like an extra 30 minutes just to push forward in a course? Is it an extra 30 minutes to understand something? Is it an extra 30 minutes creating content or editing, so that like something is just like, if it's a video, sinisha edit, but is it like an extra 30 minutes to just put in graphics, put in lower thirds, put in good transitions, look for better music? You get, like, there's like an extra squeeze. That's what I want to find this year. I'm gonna go in and tightline my eyes. You just take a black liner, unaingia hapa chini ya jicho tu, and then you tightline like that. A tight line just helps open up your eyes and your lashes. I'm gonna do my mascara because we're not gonna do lashes. I have to be very intentional about how I'm gonna do my mascara. And this one is almost over. I need to get a new one. The one I want is like 1 million. I want the Sky High mascara, and it's the priciest one in the Maybelline range. One thing about Maybelline, they make good mascaras. Trust me, I've used over like 4 or 5 different ones, and all of them. Next thing that is on my ins list is more joy. Like, what can I do to get more joy? Is it to spend quality time with my partner? Is it sleeping more so that I'm more aware the next day and I'm working better? Is it seeing my mom more? Is it calling my friends more often? I really want more joy in my life, because one thing about problems, zitajileta. Wewe unaendanga ukitafuta mashida, unaendanga unaambia Ruto aongeze bei ya mafuta. So trust me, those ones, they will take care of themselves. So you need to take care of you, and you need to find ways to get more joy. I'm gonna use this tool. I'm gonna link it down below. It's from Jumia. It just helps you so that you don't get like mascara on your eyeshadow after you've done it. Unaekelea tu hapo hivyo, yeah, and then you go crazy. See the difference between this side and this side? So this year I really want just more joy. I'm gonna go in with my second layer of mascara. That looks so pretty. That is literally so beautiful. This is a beginner-friendly tutorial. I'm not going to conceal and I'm not going to highlight, so that it's just simple for you to do. So today we're only going to do foundation and powder. Not even setting powder, just powder and foundation and a bit of blush. So yeah, this is the foundation I use. This is the Fit Me 335 Classic Tan. I'm gonna get a new foundation this coming month, so I'm excited about that. You know the vibe. You put a bit at the back. The last in for me is I'm gonna take like a course or something on like public speaking and storytelling. I feel like I usually have very important things to say, but sometimes the way my mind works, I start like stumbling and yapping and blubbering, especially when it's important for me not to do those things, you know? So I think I'm gonna give that to myself. Like, I really want to be a good public speaker. I've never been like a good public speaker, but I've gotten better. But now I feel like, there's a day I was at some event, they invited me to speak. I had really good thoughts, guys, really good thoughts. But the fact that like aligning my mind, I just blabbered my points away, you know, like really new man, not gonna lie. You know what, I just realized Japaka primer. Please use primer, but I had done skin prep, so that's why my skin still looks radiant. But please use your primer, okay? Mimi nimesahau. Emma just have foundation ikae too smart, and it just sticks to the face without like looking patchy. But yeah, I just want to be able to speak and tell my stories well in like a good manner without feeling like like nijipange tu vizuri. I practice so much hadi it just becomes like, if you've not noticed, like most of my ins are just more about feeling, like how I want to feel, right? I can express myself freely, like I'm happy, I want to feel joy. Another in that I started last year, just walking with God. Yeah, I've become such a church auntie. That is a dream. How that happened, but it just happened, guys. Imagine. But yeah, I really want to deepen my relationship with God more this year. Just try to understand it for myself, not what I was taught. Not listened to like all these preachers when you wanna expose you kila siku for doing such horrible things. And not to shoot down like people who preach, but I think it's good for you to even pray for guidance from God on like what should you be listening to, who should I be following in terms of like growing my faith. Because like damn, these preachers are exposed like every other day for such horrendous things. My goodness.
Hope you can handle the heat, put your name in the streets, get used to my fans looking at you. Fuck what they heard, I don't fuck with them birds. I'm a mean kitty, don't get stabbed with the rat too. Boys be mad that I don't fuck incels, girls hate too. Young to the big tail, I love you. I want a big chill, boy don't trip. I'll split a big I'll take you around the world, they don't have to understand. Rub it in their face, put a rock on her hand.
Baby, can you call me back? I miss you. It's so lonely in my mansion.
Kissing a hug because it's better they like it not. I wanna show you up.
Remember, I'm only using foundation today, so all this is foundation. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender. See, I don't know if you guys can notice how my face is, and that's why you highlight and you contour. But I also understand that bado wengine wetu hatujafika hapo, right? I'm just going to contour kidogo tu, my nose especially. Finding myself reaching for my beauty blender more and more. I'm like, am I slowly becoming a beauty blender girl? Was for the longest time. I can count the number of times like I would use a beauty blender. See just what a tinge of contour on your nose just does. It gives you a dimension. Let's get into the outs. I'm gonna go in with my powder. This is the pressed powder I'm gonna use. Number one, beating myself up. I'm done doing that shit. I don't want to beat myself up, especially for things I don't have control over. You can't say you're trusting God and then you're there like, oh, but I did this, but I did that. I feel like you can acknowledge when you've made a mistake, but you shouldn't beat yourself up over and over and over and over and over. Something that happened 10 years ago, you're still beating yourself up about it. Hadi lini, Angela? So I'm done beating myself up, to be honest. If I fail at something, but I did my best, that's not failing. Next thing on my list, laziness. You know when you're just lazy, like, siski kwasha vyombo. And you know it's laziness. You know you're just being lazy. There are times you know you're tired and like you can't do things. But there are times you know you're being lazy. I don't want to be lazy anymore. Oh, siski kwenda hiyo walk. Sijui. I'm done. Like, that is out for me. Kabisa. Lazy girl era. Like, I really want to feel like when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Like, after by the time naambia mtu nitafanya kitu, even me, I know I'm gonna do it. If I can do something in 5 minutes, I'll do it. I won't like put it off for later. No, kuna vitu unasema go, I'll do it later, but like it would literally take you less than 5 minutes. Especially those things. If it takes me less than 5 minutes, I'm gonna do it immediately. But yeah. Next, ntenga na these two for my blush. I use a big fluffy vinis and then I just dip in and then we dust off excess. And you, I taught you this, guys. Nuna pandisha juu kidogo. Hivyo. Nobody don't love you like I do. Next thing I'm not gonna do is lack of communication. I'm done holding grudges with people who don't know, like I'm even holding grudges with them. Kitu aita ni kula kichwa na hata sijaambia huo mtu na inanikula kichwa peke yangu, niko tu hapa nafikiria aliniongelesha aje hivyo, alinifanyia nini, alifanya nini na sijasema. And even that is also with the good things. I really want to be in communication with my friends and with my family. See, just a bit of color. I'm so beautiful. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Sema kuiva. Next thing I'm gonna go in with is my spray. But before I do that, is not keeping my promises to myself. You can't be fighting to please everyone, but you haven't pleased yourself. Can't be fighting to fulfill everyone's wishes and commands, but you've not fulfilled your own. So the biggest promise, like I made myself, I'm gonna be doing my skincare every evening before I go to bed. Done my skincare since December. Every single night, I'm done not keeping promises to myself. I'm gonna finish off my eyes because I hadn't done my foundation. I couldn't finish them off. I'm gonna tight line again with the black liner, just underline up or two carefully. Usiumi. So that, see, it's coming together, right? I'm gonna go in with one of the brushes I used and then put some color under my eyes up a bit. I don't need to pick new colors. Yenye tu imebaki is enough. Like that. Just reinforce that inner corner with that light shade. Like that. See? And then next I'm gonna use a bit of mascara on my lower lashes. I'm gonna do a very simple lip. So first, I'm gonna go in with a brown lipstick as my lip liner. This is Wifey by Rich Beauty. Very beautiful brown. Taingia ndani kidogo tu, not too much like that. Then you leave the center empty. Sipake kwa center. And then I'm gonna go in with, this is Revlon Mauve Night, yeah, 473. It's a cream lipstick. Hii lipstick inakuanga supu. I'm gonna use it hapa katikati. See, it's a very mauve color. Then gonna smack your lips. Don't no. Again. I'm going to take a clear lip gloss. I'm gonna use a small brush. Like that. I'm gonna apply that. There we have it. I'm gonna add a few dots. Because why not? Why not? They don't have to be serious. Put one here. Ooh! The final thing that is on my out list is I'm not going to wait for other people to recognize how great I am so that I can feel great. It all starts with me. It starts with me to feel like I'm that bitch, I'm that girl, I'm a badass, like I'm good at stuff. I don't have to wait and for people to validate me so that I can feel like, you know what, yeah, I am that girl. No, it's going to start with me. I'm not going to wait for that anymore and for like validation from outside. It should start with me, and it should start with you too. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave me a beautiful comment. What are your ins? What are your outs? What do you think of the makeup? Is it really beginner friendly? I'd also love that feedback on what exactly you deem as beginner friendly if you're a beginner. But yeah, I really enjoyed just yapping and doing a very simple beat for you guys. Don't forget to like this video, please. I'm just asking you to like the video, just that, and kama imekubamba, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Kissing and hope it cut us.